Welcome back everybody to Sweet Home 3D, and in this video, you know what, before we get into the video, just want to offer a little bit of an apology. We've been off track for a good week or two with some recording equipment issues, but we are back. But in the meantime, we were working on the dining room, and I kind of have this table story, if you will, to share with you in the order of events that happened while we were away. So I just want to share that with you folks, so we at least would have some content. So let's go ahead and get ourselves into the video. Alright, so we no longer needed that table. I think that would look fantastic like in our foyer up front, something like that, but definitely not practical for dining purposes. So we got ourselves a new table. It was waiting for us around the corner in the living area. So it was like, fantastic, let's go see it. So we stepped around the corner and we knew immediately that something was wrong with the model. There was something protruding from the pedestal, and we didn't know what it was. Well, we knew what it was. We didn't know why it was doing that, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes models just don't jive in Sweet Home 3D. It's nobody's fault. It really isn't. It's just file extensions don't match up, things of that nature. But I like the plates and stuff up top. But we knew that this piece here belonged in the center, right there, right? So we took this table anyway. We kept it going, and we took it into the dining room just to see what it would look like. So there it is in the dining room, and we're just checking it out to see if we could fix it, what it may look like here. But we had some continuing suspicions about the table and some issues with it. So we took the table, we moved it around just to see if we could get an artificial reflection from the top, from the glass, and there was none, meaning there was no glass on this table to speak of. So now what? We scrapped the whole deal and we start to build ourselves our own table for this room, right? Again, that happens with models. It is nobody's fault. It is what it is. Okay, so we got our new glass here. We have a reflection on top, and you can clearly see we're dealing with glass here. So now with that, we can take this, and what we did is we took it over to what I like to call creation station. We can actually play with models there and change their appearance and add things to it. So let's get over to the other side. Alright, this is creation station where we can have a little fun. So this image here we took and we applied it to our table, to our glass top table, and it had this kind of skewering effect, and that's what we were looking for, is this kind of smear, effect, elongated effect. But it would be nice in the dialog box when you're applying your image to your model that there's a few options to change the scale excuse me, and some other items. But it would be nice if you could compress or decompress your image, because sometimes you do get this smearing effect. But again, this is what we were looking for here. We were looking for that effect. So we took this table and we put it in the dining room, and this was a no-go. The red just wasn't working with the room. Even though I like it, it wasn't working with the room. So we went with this kind of white ivory effect. That, in my opinion, by itself was a 10 out of 10. But again, it didn't go with the room. It didn't work with the wallpaper. We would have to change everything about this room. So, okay, we decided let's leave it there, and let's go back to Creation Station and work with the pedestal. And then we'll get back to our textures and colors and things like that. So this is one of three, right? This, I don't know, it looks like it might belong in a foyer or maybe an office setting. On top of that, I think it looks a little antiquated. Looks a little 90s, at least to me it does. So that was no go. So we decided to go with something a little bit more artsier. Artsier? Is that a word? I don't know. A little bit more artsy. So this is number 2, right? But when you pull up a chair, you sit down at the table, and your knees may hit that glass. So for practical purposes, I don't think this would work. So this is what we finally came up with. This beauty right here. So this is our final stop. This is what we came up with. It kind of has this granite look or feel to it, to the glass, and to the entire table as a whole. So I really like, of course, the way this looks. Probably just because we made it, but I want to know from you guys, what do you think? Let us know down below in the comments. Would like to know your folks' opinion on the model here. But anyway, we're gonna get back on track with our videos. We're gonna have the walkthrough next week and the rendering the week after. So hopefully we'll be back on track. But if you like what you see here, you're new around here, consider joining the association. Click that subscribe and the bell, and you will be notified each and every time we release a video here on the channel. So with that, we'll leave you right here to look at the beautiful table. Thanks for hanging out with us and for visiting the home of virtual home creation. Signing off for now. Goodbye, everyone.